Ben and Jennifer Garner's marriage. Ben and Jennifer Garner's marriage was one of Hollywood's most beloved partnerships for years. They married in 2005 and had 3 children together. Their marriage appeared strong on the surface, but, as this account suggests, it was facing significant challenges by 2010, particularly during the filming of *The Town Star*. Ben and Jennifer's marriage was already going through a rough patch by then, and it seems like the arrival of Blake Lively on set acted as a catalyst that accelerated the unraveling of their relationship. The report highlights that Jennifer Garner noticed the growing emotional distance between her and Ben, especially as he began working closely with Blake Lively. According to insiders, Ben seemed more animated and engaged with Blake.
Yeah, I really had to fight for the role. She's written to be a 37-year-old Oxycontin-addicted mother living in Charlestown, Boston. So it was very different than anything I had ever done, and I was 21. I'm sure everybody that read it connected to it emotionally because it was written so beautifully, and you could understand why she made the terrible decisions that she makes, the pain that she feels. And, you know, I just thought I really want to portray this woman. Yeah. And so I fought really hard to get an audition because I was so wrong for it. They didn't want to see me. And I took a train out there. I auditioned with him for 10 minutes and then took a train right back. It was like 10 hours worth of travel for 10 minutes. But when I finished my audition, he said, "What part of Boston are you from?" And I said, "Oh, that's the best saying you could ever say to me." I didn't even know parts of Boston, so I didn't even know what to make up. But then after that, I had to read with him again because it was still a stretch, you know. Yeah. It's a 21-year-old girl and they're reading for it. But he did change it and adapt it, make it a little younger so that I could play this part. And when I auditioned the second time, I read with him and a few other actors, and it was an exhausting process.
Blake Lively's relationships after *The Town. The report also touches on Blake Lively's subsequent relationships, notably with Ryan Reynolds. Shortly after *The Town*, she was cast opposite Ryan in *Green Lantern Star. The narrative draws a connection between her behavior on set and the breakdown of Ryan's marriage to Scarlett Johansson. It's implied that Blake's on-set chemistry with Ryan may have contributed to the end of his marriage, just as her connection with Ben allegedly played a role in his marriage's downfall. Blake is portrayed as someone who may have a history of forming romantic relationships with her co-stars, even if they were married or involved with others at the time. However, she has managed to maintain her America's sweetheart image, which the article suggests is more of a carefully crafted persona rather than a true reflection of her behavior. The aftermath of the marriage. While the focus on Blake Lively is intense, the story also emphasizes the aftermath of Ben and Jennifer Garner's marriage. After their divorce, Ben struggled with personal demons, including alcohol addiction, which worsened after the breakdown of his marriage. The infamous nanny scandal, which reportedly involved an affair with their children's nanny, was framed as the final straw in their marriage. The report suggests that the marriage was already deeply strained before the nanny scandal even happened. Jennifer Garner, on the other hand, is painted as someone who managed to rise above the situation. Despite the public humiliation she faced, she rebuilt her life, focusing on her children, her acting career, and her new relationship with businessman John Miller. The fact that she avoided interacting with Blake at public events later on, especially after she worked with Ryan Reynolds, speaks to the depth of her hurt. The bigger picture, Hollywood's culture. This story speaks to broader themes of infidelity, power dynamics on set, and the way Hollywood culture can complicate personal relationships. It also highlights how public figures navigate personal betrayals in the public eye, often leading to dramatic fallout. While Ben's admission about Blake is a major revelation, it also invites further questions about the nature of their relationship and whether it was more than just professional chemistry. The story touches on Blake's reputation, but it also raises important questions about how we view celebrities and the stories they choose to tell or keep hidden. Currently, Jennifer Garner seems to have moved on and is in a healthier place. Blake Lively, on the other hand, is facing public scrutiny due to her ongoing legal battle with Justin Baldon, which could further erode her public image. This whole drama, whether you believe the specifics of the claims or not, paints a picture of a complex Hollywood love triangle with a series of emotional and professional entanglements that led to significant personal consequences for everyone involved. You feel like there's more to the story that hasn't been revealed? Or do you think this paints a pretty clear picture of what went down between Ben, Jennifer, and Blake? Blake Lively's role. The most dramatic part of the story is how Blake Lively is depicted as a potential homewrecker. According to sources, she fought hard to land the role of Krista Coughlin in *The Town, which led to her intense on-screen chemistry with Ben. Despite Blake's lack of experience compared to other actresses, Ben reportedly pushed for her to be cast, despite the producer's hesitations. The chemistry between them was apparently undeniable, and their on-set interactions were described as overtly flirtatious, with the two seeming more than just colleagues. The reports claim that their chemistry was so obvious that it caused discomfort among others on set. Blake's behavior and how she connected with Ben are painted in a way that casts her as a major influence on the breakdown of his marriage. It's alleged that she was very charming, and Ben was drawn to her energy and the way she made him feel important, which was something he felt was missing from his marriage to Jennifer at the time. This suggests that Blake didn't just play a role on set but may have also played a role in deepening the cracks in Ben's personal life. Jennifer Garner, as described in the account, didn't immediately act on her suspicions. She tried to play it cool, even visiting the set with their children, but the tension continued to build. Her awareness of the situation heightened when she found intimate text messages between. As time went on, their relationship continued to deteriorate, and the press noticed. The press tour for *The Town* revealed the growing chemistry between Ben and Blake, which was hard for Jennifer to ignore. Jennifer would try to keep up appearances but, as sources suggest, she was deeply hurt by what was happening behind the scenes. At one point, Jennifer even reportedly asked Ben directly if he was having an affair with Blake, though Ben denied anything physical. The parallels to J. Lo and the pattern. The story draws a parallel between Ben's relationship with Jennifer Garner and his previous engagement to Jennifer Lopez. The narrative suggests that Ben has a pattern of getting involved with co-stars while already in relationships. In 2003, while engaged to Jennifer Lopez, Ben started dating Jennifer Garner after meeting her on the set of * Daredevil star. The report implies that Ben's behavior in falling for his co-stars, and the timing of those relationships, suggests a troubling pattern in his romantic life. The irony here is that Jennifer Garner may have inadvertently caused Jennifer Lopez's heartbreak, just as Blake Lively reportedly caused Jennifer Garner's heartbreak. This cycle of Ben's romantic involvement with co-stars, while already in relationships, paints him as someone who struggles to balance. This account of Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner, and Blake Lively's tangled relationships is definitely a juicy one. It's full of drama and speculation, with Ben finally admitting that his marriage to Jennifer started to unravel during the filming of *The Town* in 2010. The chemistry between Ben and Blake on set, coupled with Jennifer's growing suspicions, is framed as the beginning of the end for their marriage. This kind of narrative paints Blake Lively as a major factor in the downfall of Ben and Jennifer's relationship. Whether or not Blake was the cause of their divorce is still up for debate, especially considering the subsequent issues Ben faced, like his struggles with alcohol and his affair with the nanny. It's clear from this account that the affair rumors with Blake Lively, combined with Ben's other personal troubles, really damaged his marriage to Jennifer. The comparison between Ben's past relationship with Jennifer Lopez and his later relationship with Jennifer Garner adds another layer of intrigue to this story. It suggests a potential pattern where Ben is drawn to his co-stars, only to hurt those who were with him at the time. It also sheds light on Blake Lively's personal relationships and her reputation, questioning whether she's been involved in similar situations before, such as with Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson. That's a lot of drama surrounding Blake's love life and on-set behavior, but it's worth noting that much of it still comes from anonymous sources and rumors.
Let me just say that was a tough show to film, and I didn't end up actually filming.
Blake is portrayed as someone who may have a history of forming romantic relationships with her co-stars, even if they were married or involved with others at the time. However, she has managed to maintain her America's sweetheart image, which the article suggests is more of a carefully crafted persona rather than a true reflection of her behavior. The aftermath of the marriage. While the focus on Blake Lively is intense, the story also emphasizes the aftermath of Ben and Jennifer.
Okay, well then...
Sounds like she was the problem.
It sure does, Chelsea.
This kind of narrative paints Blake Lively as a major factor in the downfall of Ben and Jennifer's relationship. Whether or not Blake was the cause of their divorce is still up for debate, especially considering the subsequent issues Ben faced, like his struggles with alcohol and his affair with the nanny. It's clear from this account that the affair rumors with Blake Lively, combined with Ben's other personal troubles, really damaged his marriage to Jennifer.
Whose love interest were you?
I was Blake Lively's love interest.
You were?
Blake is portrayed as someone who may have a history of forming romantic relationships with her co-stars, even if they were married or involved with others at the time. However, she has managed to maintain her America's sweetheart image, which the article suggests is more of a carefully crafted persona rather than a true reflection of her behavior. The aftermath of the marriage, while the focus on Blake Lively is intense,
All of the episodes I was supposed to.
At the end of the day, this story highlights how complicated relationships in Hollywood can get, with the public often left to speculate about what's really going on behind closed doors. What do you think? Do you believe the speculation about Blake, or do you think there's more to the story?